Mystic Moons. Today is a nice experiment. We're going to see just how we feel about going forward in love, job, career. And I welcome anyone who wants to have a personal reading, as well as I welcome anyone who would like to listen to somebody else having a personal reading. So, buckle up, get into the space shuttle, and let's just take off and just breeze through the stratosphere and try to figure out what are we going to do about our love, our the love we have, or the love we want to have. What are we going to do about the job we have, the job we want to have, and of course, what are we going to do with that love, and what kind of career are we going towards? These are all the questions that can be asked and answered and thought of. So, people in this ether, I have two questions that came to me from the email. So, we're going to go ahead and answer them. The first one will ask, this person just recently got a job and she's wondering what kind of people is she working for? She's getting some strange vibrations from them. And she's in, like a semi-managerial type of position, sort of, something like that. It requires some skill sets that she possesses. And not everyone can do that, but it's something that she does, or her skill set. And it's a part-time job, she said. So anyway, but she wants to know more about the people that she's working for. She wants to know if there's anything she should be aware of. Like, number one, are they people? And you would go, what? Are they people? Yes, she wants to know about their humanity. Well, she wants to know just, sometimes people, it takes a while to get to know them, and you never really know who, some people, it's hard to know who your neighbors are or who you are working for. So she asked me to do a reading. Okay, this card. We'll take that one. Let's see. Now this one is screaming at me for some reason. Let me shuffle some more. And let's see are these people that this young woman is working for. I guess she's wondering if they're like, if they got like, she said, not me, if they're like totally human, if they got like something else going on in their genetics. It's curious. Okay. You can ask questions like that. Now, are these people good people, or are they something else going on with that? All right. We have these 4 cards. Now, we're going to see, are these people, first of all, well, these 4 cards, we should get some sort of, we'll start some sort of answer as to their humanity and their purpose. What is their purpose with her? Okay, the first card we have. Well, we have the 3 of Pentacles. Well, they are certainly quick to celebrate and they're happy with you. And they do have some funds. They're not poor people. I can sense they have a sense of let's say merriment is not exactly the answer, but they have the funds for merriment. And they also, they know how to party. They know how to party. These people know how to party. So that's one thing about it. They know how to put on a bash, an affair. Oh, and they have high expectations. We have here the 9 of Cups. And they're ready to like show you what they think of you. And they have positive feelings. So, first of all, we have the 3 of Pentacles. And that's a merriment card. And it's also a sign of wealth. And then we have here the 9 of Cups, of which we have show me your stuff. Well, they want to be amused, or they are amused. They're watching the show. Oh, we have here the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands. Strange card. They have some secrets. They have some non-disclosed secrets. That is part of their structure. And they have a big egos. They are like overwhelmingly head tripped. Do you understand what I'm saying? Wow, look at this. This is too. It's almost as though they have something behind their joy. Something behind their joy and their presentation of welcome that is a burden. They have a secret. They have a secret and they use their attitude to keep that secret buried. They have an attitude of I'm better, I'm best, I'm best. And they have something they're keeping a secret. Something they're keeping a secret that is something known only to them. And if you do hang around long enough, you may be able to get a sniff of what this could be. And that's 2 strange pluses and minuses, isn't it? Let's find out what this presentation, first of all. This 9, they're waiting. What are they waiting for? When you have something you want to take hidden, are they trying to see how astute you are? Let's look at this 9 of Cups. All right, we're going to shuffle and find out what this 9 of Cups is. This, what are they waiting for? Are they waiting for you to discover their secret? Maybe they are not completely human. Maybe they have some secret in their cellar, in their attic. Something is up. Let's see now. What card speaks to me about this? Show me what you have. I'm ready. This presentation. What card? All right. These 2. This has to do with this presentation. All right. Okay. The 9 of Cups, the receptivity. Well, you can say the receptivity is glued to the fact or contingent upon the fact that you 2 get along. But however, something is a burden. Look at this. We have here the 8 of Wands. No, actually we do not. We have the 9. The 9 of Wands. There's something going on here. There's something that behind that smile, there's something they want you to overlook. This is not exactly, this is almost as though they hired you as so not to deal with something. Well, look at this. Okay, let's look at this celebration. This celebration could be, is this a good celebration? This is very strange. Very strange. It almost gives me goosebumps to think of what their secret could be. You know, there are people or meat suits that aren't exactly human. They have strange habits, and with all the planets, all the galaxies, all the science, all the technology, things are not simple, not just as they would seem. Now let's look at this Three of Pentacles. Is this, what kind of celebration is this? Do they have another body to put in their downstairs work? No, I don't think it's dead bodies they keep in their cellar. But something feels reptilian in their celebration. Of course, I could just be imposing, but maybe not. Let's see now. We have this card here. Now, what kind of celebration are we envisioning? Are we being asked? All right, we have these two cards here. Let's see if these two cards that I pulled give an idea of what kind of, without saying too much, of what kind of celebrations and gaiety, what's behind that smile? We have uncertainty. And we have a pause. Maybe they're reserving their judgment upon reflecting on suitability, or if you would be able to toe with their, toe the line with their secret. Well, this is a very strange, for a new job, this is a very strange type of welcoming celebration. We have uncertainty and we have 4 days. 4 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We have 4-day pause. This is very interesting for a new job, isn't it? And then for the receptivity, we have, again, the 9 of Wands, and we have the 2 of Pentacles. In other words, there's some kind of initiation going on. And then we have this, the 10 of Wands. What can this 10 of Wands possibly be? Let's shuffle the cards. Well, yes, I know. It's interesting, isn't it? Let's see now. I'll answer the questions when I finish this exploration. I dig a little bit. And let's see now. What kind of secret can this family have? Can this employer have from you that you may or may not discover? What could it be? What could it be? Okay, let's take these two cards here and figure out, or just get a clue out of what is this struggle. Now, what are they hiding? It's something that it's embarrassing to them. And we have the Hierophant. Could this be some kind of academic level type of discipline? Something. And here we have the Queen of Wands. There's something that their lips are sealed about something. There's something that their lips are sealed. Something happened a while ago and probably involves something that you may or may not know. And they're just wondering about how much do you know? And can you keep your mouth shut about it? Does it affect you? How does it affect you? This is kinky. It's something kinky. Now we have the egotist, the overwhelming sense of like, I'm best, I'm best, I'm best. And that's something we don't really have to check that one out because we know what that's all about. Somebody that's like, but we could look a little upon, is it related to this incident? I think it is. So let's just see. I'm already getting something that they know something about some kind of common source. And they want to know how much do you know and how closed are your lips, right? This gets intriguing. There's a mystery connected with this new job. Let's see. Here's 2 cards. All right, I picked 2 random cards. Now let's see what this egotism, is it an egotistic attitude based on revelation, fear of revelation? Or is it because just I feel so superior to the common person? The person who doesn't have my experiences. Well, we have here the 2 of Cups. So I would assume that the entire family feels this way. And we have here the 4 of Cups. And you haven't quite, they're wondering how far to, actually it feels like they're wondering to embrace you or not. It feels that way. It feels like they're going to hold judgment. In other words, they're putting this egotistical attitude towards you as a defense mechanism. It's something to do with this dark past. There's something, this 9 of, it's 10 of Wands, and we have, there's something about, look at this, we have the 9 of Wands and we have the 10 of Wands. There's some fiery, controversial secret that is unspoken, but it's known in certain circles. So, and then here, well, they're cautious. However, what to say? Are they human? I think they're human, but they have a few secrets, a few skeletons that you may or may not discover, or you may already have an inkling of what it is. And maybe that's what they wonder about. Perhaps one should be a little bit more guarded with these people when you deal with them. My advice to you on this job is to keep your conversation to the minimum and keep it geared towards them in terms of business, the business you were hired for. And don't wander off to too many different subjects because it will show that you know there's something buried in there. So I would watch my conversation and keep it businesslike and keep your cool. Now, you want to know if this job will lead you to something else. That was another question you asked. Or will they? Or do they have extra plans for you? Something about, well, they know there's some sort of like they're harboring some sort of dark secret. Dark secret. Hello? Hi, Charlie. How are you? How's everything? How's everything doing? Yeah, I'm giving readings right now. But someone who's concerned about her job. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I'm glad that that cleared up. Now, I'm going to go back to this reading of this young person who is feeling that they're, you know, feeling that maybe that what kind of designs do they have on her? It's a position that could grow, and it's also a position that could it could grow closer, and it's also a position that could well lead to something else. Else. Now, what is that else? So let's see. Let's see. What could this? Let me shuffle these cards and no, you're not disturbing me. It's okay. Good. But let's just see. I guess basically, do they want to this new job? Sorry, I keep on moving this. But this new job, are these people? She asked, are they like going to like see her get a it's part time? Do they want to see her really flower, or do they want to see the opposite? I mean, what plans do they have for this woman? She wants to know. All right. Do they have no plans? Some plans? A plan? We're just going to do 3 cards on the plans. On the plans. Okay. Now, what kind of plans do these people have? What kind of plans? All right. What kind of plans do these people have for this young woman? Do they want to be friends? Do they want to like keep it business-like? Do they want to see her get a better business position? Do they want to keep her around? Do they want to embrace her? Okay, these things popped out. I'm gonna let this go. For some reason, I'm not gonna I'm gonna pull it on my own steam with the help of spirit. Let's see. Okay, these are 3 cards about the plans of these people. All right, here you go. Now, well, here we have the 9 of Pentacles. Well, that looks good. That looks nice. They sincerely have a plan. to watch her from a distance, to put her in, maybe to put you in situations and see how you operate, to test your judgment. They want to know what kind of judgment and reasoning. They're curious about your reasoning abilities. You seem to be strong opinioned, and they want to know, what are you thinking? And here we have the Seven of Wands. I guess they want to know how you deal with being in chaos. They want to know your fighting ability. They want to know how you grapple, but not grapple to them. They want to know how you handle. They want to know about your energy level. That's what I see. They want, and it's, you got a bit of like hustling to do, but they want to know exactly how do you operate in the face of adversity and controversy. That's what it looks like to me. They want to see how much of a strategist you are, especially something about there like this, a hidden secret in this family. There's a hidden something that's buried, and it's known to those in those circles, and they just want to know how you handle yourself. That's what I see. And based upon that, then we'll see. But they're watching. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching. They're looking underneath the calm exterior. Underneath. That's what they're doing. So I think their plans for you are to observe your emotional range. Oh, and I don't see any type of like romantic anything like that. I don't see anything like that. They're just watching how you deal with things right now. It could change. However, they want to know how you are, how your pins and needles are. How your pins and needles are. That's what they're curious about. They're watching how you deal with things, and they're going to throw you a few curveballs. You understand what I'm saying? They're trying to see if they can rough your gracious exterior, rough your feathers, see how you operate, calculating. Right now, they're very calculating. Where they're calculating to, I can't see at this point. I don't have enough information. But I would say that they are calculating what to do with you. All right. So do you have a question? Anybody have a question right now before I go to the next read? I have one more reading to do. And they're both job oriented ones I have. The other reading I have is, I'm shuffling the cards now. The other reading I have is someone wants to know, when is she going to get a job? Oh, my ladies, my ladies, my ladies, my ladies, are we having a hard time getting work? Are we having a hard time getting a career? Are our ideas and our aspirations going down the toilet? I mean, I think more ladies in the United States graduated from college, which means there's probably more ladies in the workforce. I think so. I have to look at the statistics. Well, how are the women doing in business? Are you getting more or are you getting less? And after Harris's defeat with her presidency, of course, some women are taking that as an affirmation that like it is downhill. However, I'll remind people, the elections, each party two birds. No, not two birds. Two wings, left and right, of the same bird. That's an old American indigenous statement. Left and right are two wings of the same bird. It's going to go the same way. So there's no real feeling on either side. It's nothing personal. Nothing personal. So back to the status of where you're at with your job. Shocked to see. Well, Harris did not. I'm not shocked. It's just that there was a lot of things in Harris that women could not. She could not. Well, Donald seemed to me. Donald's an actor. He's been around for like what 80 years, 100 years. Feels like what forever. He's been on one TV show after another show. He's used to handling the public. He's used to talking. He could talk the talk, even though he makes fun of a lot of people and he has a lot of name calling. Whereas the other side was awkward, but they're both offering the same thing. We have the same problems. Our country is in the crapper. USA is in the crapper. We're in the crapper right now. We're too much in debt. Jobs. I mean, we have like a couple jobs last year. 51 immigrants. They need to eat and have clothes. We can't clothe ourselves. And you take a job, right? $20 an hour. $20 an hour job is about like $10, maybe $12 after taxes. So you work all day, you work like 7 hours. You get like $80 for the day, right? After taxes. And what can you get with that? How are you going to have telephone, insurance, car, pay your mortgage, your rent, food? I mean, we're in deep doo-doo. We're in deep doo-doo, and we need to have a lot. Yes, I finished that reading. Yeah, I know. I mean, but the whole thing is their sponsors. It's their sponsors who. Okay. It's their sponsors that, like, who sponsors, who pays. I mean, didn't Kamala Harris blow through $1 billion? Give it to me. Give it to us. I can't believe it. And too, you have to remember the real election happens January the 6th with the Electoral College. Harris could still get in. She could still get in because nobody's really twisting any elector's arms. There's a lot of states you don't have to vote as your state popular vote went. And there's another strange clause, which I'm going to talk about in a reading, which could turn everything upside down. It could turn everything upside down. I'm just doing a little bit more reading about it, but it's something to do with the Constitution of the United States. That it does just because you got the popular vote, that doesn't really mean he's going to be it. No, it doesn't. Thank you. All right. Yeah. No, it's really, that's the whole thing about the media. I mean, this whole thing, it's like cheerleading. It's like a football game. Rah, 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 rah. I mean, just because, as I said, just because she apparently conceded to the popular vote, not to the Electoral College. And guess who has the deciding vote in the Electoral College? She does. Harris has. So it's still up in the air. All right. I mean, as soon as the donation comes through, you can give me your question. Do buy me a coffee. can do buy me a coffee. That goes in the UK. Ah, the energy picked up. All right. Well, he's a businessman. All right. Oh, okay, John is a businessman. Oh, good. All right. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Anyway. How much? Let's see. Ah, she become a mystic. Ah, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. You're part of the Mystic Space Writers. Are you doing the buy me a coffee? Um, I haven't used PayPal in a while. Why don't you do buy me a coffee if you can? If you can, that's probably easier for me. Okay. Ooh, my mystic moon. Mystic writers. Mystic space writers. Uh, yes, I always love when people join my space writers. Oh, great. Great, 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 great. Good. All right. Let's see now. Let's. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So let's see. Now you want to. Okay, let's find out. Now, let's see, where did you get this hotness from? This hot, passionate feeling from? Was it from your special friend? Now, let's see. We're going to think for a moment on that hot, passionate energy buzz that you got. More than a buzz, you got like stomach feelings, mind feelings, heart feelings. Every single thing was wrapping your body around in hotness. And you were wanting to know, was it coming from your special? Ooh, now that's true. That happens. He wasn't just speaking out into the ether when he was talking about hot sexual energies. No, he had a, no, he was feeling it. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Now you were feeling it. Was he like leapfrogging on you when he was talking about sexual energy? And you were feeling his passion. We're going to take 4 cards and we're going to see, did he feel, was he thinking about you and were you feeling it? That's important. Were you feeling energy from him? Are you that connected? Well, we'll see. All right, let's see now. Take this card. And let me see that hot sexual energy. Did it come from that man? Did it bounce from you? Was he thinking about you? Let's see. Did that feeling that just warmed your toes? It's chilly today here in the Northeast too, but you were warm. You got probably it was cold over where you are too, but you felt a surge of desire. Desire. Now I have this card. Which one of these two now? Could be this one. Okay. Now let's see. We have 4 cards here. Let's see if we can get where. No, actually, we have 5. This one over here is a take on this one. So the first card, we have 5 cards. No, upside down. We don't do upside down. So the first one we'll put, this is the 7. This is the 7 of Wands. This means there was a lot of like you, you weren't sure to accept it or to deny it. Unsure, but you were like fighting it and also enjoying it. Oh yeah, look what we have here. We have the Ace of Cups. This was definitely him trying to find. This was definitely somebody, this energy that you were feeling was trying to find a plus, a base, a stem, a well. You know? This was penetration. I would take this as the Ace of Cups trying to get into your heart and your body. And he was fighting through a lot of energies. Both of you felt something, and it was going through several people, meaning it wasn't directly saying his ear to your ear. Now here, Ooh, look at all this. We have the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands. He's groping with his sexuality. He's groping. The distance of just talking on the phone, it's making more excitement. It's hard for him to concentrate. However, since it's the 10 of Wands, it could be reaching a climax very soon. And then we have the King of, then we have the Emperor. We have the Emperor. We have direct male energy. Direct male energy. Direct male energy that he is a man, you are a woman. He is a man and you are a woman. So we have he's grasping with passion. And he is trying to reach you. I would say. Look at that. Trying to go through the ether. Trying to like deal with the physical needs. Yes. Yes. Now let's see what this other card is. Well, this is the Ten of Swords. It seems to be, let's look at this Ten of Swords. But it seems to be the end of pretend. The end of being evasive. The end of being evasive. The want is in the ether. The want is feeling through the living tissue. The want is coming from the heart. The want is expressing himself. He's excited. You're excited. Now let's see more about this Ten of Wands. Let me shuffle these cards over here. It's like no longer can you be as you were. That's the end. New place, new place, new place, new place. It's called, let's find out this 10 of Swords. Now, we have this 10 of Swords. So, on the level that your relationship has been, it's not enough. It's not enough for people, a grown man and a grown woman. It's not enough. Well, what should we see? I picked up 2 cards. Just want, I'm going to take this one out of those 2. And let's see which one of these 2. I'm going to take this one. All right. Let's see what kind of change that the end of the platonic, perhaps, the end of denial. Is it? Look at this. We have the second card we pulled was assessment, thinking of how to express this to you. Too much space. It's like he's assessing. Now, this was the first card we pulled on the struggle. Well, he wants to work towards getting closer. He wants to work towards getting to know you more as a man. He wants to he wants to end this other way of dealing and find out just what do the two of you have? Is it a sexual attraction? Is it heart to heart, flame to flame, left to right? Is it a mutual journey? That's what he wants to find out right now. That's what I see. This way of like steering towards you is a way to break down barriers, break down the barriers. It's not necessary to have those barriers. And find out just what, how far, how far. He's a man, you are a woman. He wants to know what is what, or how he can do close, how can he can be closer to you. So right now the struggle, the Ten of Swords, is to find out, to work towards being closer. And really, really, well, the United States is a difficult place right now. It's very, well, of course, England is too. I know. It's very, very difficult. But love, love is what we all live for. Of course, you can move to England too. You have to you have to work on becoming closer. You have to work on what your objectives are. What do you want? What do you want? United States is expensive too, and there's no jobs. United States is getting more and more and more and more expensive. Financial scene in the United States is bad. It's bad. It's not good. It's not good, which is why Harris didn't win, because their administration, what do they call it? The Bidenomics has brought this country. I mean, things are like 60% higher than they were years ago. The price of everything. I mean, you can't spend enough money. Yeah, and I understand that. I understand what you want. I understand that. However, you have to have a plan. A plan. Yes, the chemistry is hot. The chemistry is right. But you got to have a plan. A plan. I mean, it has to be more of a plan. And that's what you have to. Well, too bad you can't just get together and see. But it's probably just as well that you talk and become more and more compatible verbally. For now. Not forever. For now. Because you have to, you're going to give birth to something. It has to have a space. It has to have atmosphere. It has to have commitment. It has to, it's complicated. Yes. You have to make, like, okay, I understand where you're coming from. Totally. Yeah. Passion is heartbeat. It's fantastic feelings. Also, talking is fantastic. Finding that you're on the same page, which you have spoken to him quite a bit. And does he want to have encounters, or does he want to have a nest, a permanent nest? Do you want encounters, or do you want a permanent nest? That's what you have to work on and resolve. You both got the huts for each other. That's healthy, and that's good. Now, what are you going to do with those huts? You don't want them to become lukewarm. No, 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 no. And you don't want them to become dismissed. No, 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 no. You want to see where they lead. Is it going to be forever? Is it going to be a family? Are you going to just love each other? Not just love each other. Are you going to love each other? Are you going to like each other? Uh huh. Listen, this is age. First of all, now, a lot of twin flames have a higher, lower age. And so what? An age gap. So what? So what? You take care of yourself. He takes care of himself. I mean, so what? Love is love. And you can't get caught up in society that says a woman has to be younger than the man, or the woman cannot be older than the man, or the man can't be younger than the woman. I mean, huh? Western societies are all very toxic, chauvinistic, not taking the woman as a true human. They have a tendency that way. If you want a younger man, go for it. Go for it. There's no problem with age. What you have a problem with is stamina. And a younger man probably has the stamina you need. Nothing to be ashamed of. Go for it. An older man, but like, I understand. I mean, what is a younger man going to talk about? Well, it depends. It depends where you can lead the conversation to. What can an older man talk about? Older men are what? Less likely to have affairs, less likely to what? He could fit right in. He could fit right in. Look at Joan Collins. Her bestie is 30 years younger. She's 80 something, he's 50 something. So what? Um, I mean, there's many people who have younger men. I like younger men. They look good, they smell good, they're cute, and they make you feel good. 22. 22 is a man. I mean, he's a man. That's a man. He's not like 16 or something. He's not like who did that? The, the French Macron and his wife. I mean, what? He was 15 and she was 40 something. She was like 47. He was 15, and when they got together, he was her student. Now that's kinky. That's kinky. There's nothing. I mean, and your case is not like that. The nice face, nice skin, nice, and it also makes you exercise more when you're with somebody younger. They're like, they got plenty of energy, which is good. Sometimes you need that. You need that. And they have a freshness. The skin smells good. And they're giving. They're giving. They're giving. You tell them to go out there and go make that money. They go out there and go make that money. I mean, whatever nicknames you have for each other, so what? You know what I mean? It's your business. It's your business. Younger men are great. Older men are kind of stuffy and set in their ways, and then they assume role play. Younger men, you can mold them the way you want them. Now you wonder about 10 years down the line, 20 years down. Well, you have no guarantee on anything. You have no guarantee you'll have tomorrows. However, but if you have real, honest feelings, respect for each other, that's what matters. Uh-huh. Well, a good woman looks good. No, I mean, you see, you have to come from this point of view. Western societies like England, United States, they try to get the woman in the coffin when she turns 25. You understand? It's all over. It's always all over. That's their favorite for it. Besides end times, it's all over. It's never over for men, but it's over for women if they don't have you know everything by 25 or 20. It's over. It's over. And we as women, we have to free ourselves from this male gaze and male conversation. In other words, I mean, I'm sure your looks are gonna hold up for a long time. Don't worry about it. Don't just like exercise, and of course, if you're getting a regular loving from a younger man, you're definitely gonna be exercising. Pants are cool too. Pants are cool. Whatever you. I mean, you know, it's time that women did what they want to do. If you want to do it, do it. However, just keep in mind that money is important. Working together is important. Working towards a common goal is important. And you have to be united in that fact. And two, you got to think that I'm sure you thought of this too. Like if he's 22, all his friends are 22. How are you going to like hang out with his friends? Well, serious times. I mean, we're like you got to think of it this way. All right. Now, our countries are involved in war on so many places, maybe 5 or 6 places, right? And we're not going into peacetime. We are in warfare, right? Which means the draft, male draft, 16, not 16, 18, 26. In this country, I don't know what it is in England. Mm. Ah, I see. Yeah, I know. Sometimes old guys are just too crotchety. They've had experiences. You can do what you want to do. Whatever makes listen, you have to make yourself happy and secure, right? You have to make yourself happy that you are doing what you want to do. It's your life. It's your life, not your mother's, not your father's. It's your life, and not your boyfriend's. It's your life. Now, if this 22-year-old guy floats your boat, he makes you happy. He gives the wind in your sails. It's there. Now, if the other guy is telling you you're a piece of crap and like he's making you feel lousy, or like this is your chance and you blew it, blah blah blah, you're crazy, whatever is. I mean, it's simple. The choice is simple. Go where you feel the best. Well, he could feel the energy. I mean, you're he could feel. I mean, I'm sure you're not disguising your feelings. You can tell. You can tell. You can tell that when people connect. It's something that like are on an instinctual level. Connection, connection, connection. You can tell it's a snap. It's a snap. Well, when you're involved with like well, the main thing about the tarot reader is the fact that he is a public person to a degree. I mean, he has a public side and he has a private side. And you have to see where you stand with that and with him and things like that. it gets all complicated once you decide to like be mine, be mine. You claim territory. Like, are you two going to be each other's territory? Kind of like that. You know, it's a rare man who could speak spiritual, but you're also getting this hot sexual vibe from him. I would really analyze where I was coming from. You could be just having also too. You can be feeling because it's seasons are changing. They're always changing, but the atmosphere, the global, the global, the country's atmosphere. I mean, the country is in a mess too with Starmac and its policies, and people are feeling like very, there's a lot of question marks, a lot of question marks. Whereas in this country too, there's a lot of question marks, question marks. That's all. We have more questions than we have answers for those questions. Mm. Yeah, some people you're just like, it fits, it fits, it fits. Well, you could just come over for a visit. You could meet on the islands. Let's see now. I mean, it's a 5 hour trip. How much it costs? It doesn't cost that much. You should just probably meet each other and see. Now, I'm not saying, you know, go to a hotel or anything like that. No, I'm just saying look at each other in 3D and see and talk and have dinner and talk and have dinner like that and see where it goes. I mean, you're in Britain, in England, I'm assuming, and it's a 5 hour trip, and he's in West Coast or East Coast or Central. Well, it could just be a fantasy that you enjoy experiencing. I can understand that too. I can understand feeling an emotion and just like grooving with it and not acting on it. I can understand that too. I mean, some of the most passionate moments in one's life are those that have no follow up. It's true. It's true. I was once in New York City and I had I don't know, a 15-minute car ride, train ride over the bridge. And there was a man that got on, and I swear on everything holy and unholy, that this man was like it. And there was no way to like to talk, to have conversation because of the dynamics of the train car. And I had to ultimately get off first. And he was looks wise, dress wise, everything wise, vibrate. And we were both there like, you know, blown away with each other. And that was the whole thing. I don't mean to put a damper or anything, but it was intense energy. And that was it. And forever, for the rest of my life, I remembered that moment. At 15 minutes of like, of course, you've been going much longer with your tarot reader, much longer, much more conversation. So it's much more passionate. See, yes, crush energy, crush energy, crush energy. But I would say that, yes, he's sending messages out to you and you're picking up on it. The next question should be what to do. Yes, it's awkward, but how long are you going to not pick up on it? Yes, that was like total, total, total. And that was it. Unfortunately, that was it. But it was just like, ah, lost moments, lost moments, lost moments. But I would say for you, now, you can make this a fabulous fantasy, or you can investigate the reality of it. 22 years old, how do you know that he's, I mean, 22, well, do you need someone who is, um, older than you? Why? Do you need someone who had, because of money, maybe, finances, conversation? What? Well, that's good. Start with there. Good. That's good. That's a good question. And then see what happens. See what happens. See what happens. I would. Right. Ask them straight up. Straight up. Picking up on your energy and mm, well, I know. That's where older men like they like I want to provide for you. Will this 22-year-old provide for you in the manner that you require? That's a very strong and important thing. Is you can only have to express yourself sexually. You do need to be provide. You need to feel your man is a provider. That's part of the sex urge, the charm. Well, you see, society is particularly turning out men that are rank. It enjoys right now, anyway, in the U.S. Well, which I can speak. He's a U.S. guy. The U.S. is trying to do with what trying to basically the psychology is to do away with being a man and being a woman. They're trying to like they have been trying to muddy the roles, and which is why everything is all about uh, insincerity and exploration. Now you can only have so much insincerity and exploration without 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 coming up with the same thing. Now they want to cut down on the population. In this fact, this is all over the world. They want to cut down, which is why you have robotics. You have shortages. They want to cut down on humans. And the first way to cut down on humans is to make people confused. The 22-year-old man is a man. It is a man. He should know what he wants. A 22-year-old should know what he wants and how to get it. He's not stupid. He's not stupid. He's not in a relationship. You know, with the way you have the wars going everywhere, right? You have Ukraine, Russia, North, South Korea, etc., 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 etc. I mean, what I'm trying to say is, this may be his chance. You might be his chance for love and stability. You should consider that. I mean, how much exploring can you do if you are drafted for the military, for instance? Hmm? How much growth are you going to do if you're fighting wars? You think the Ukrainian men are like having 22-year-old Ukrainian guys having a good time, or like his frame of mind? So I would say that I wouldn't use that standard. I mean, you should explore your own. You're here on this planet. You should explore your own ambitions. Now, if this guy doesn't have the means to satisfy you financially. That's a problem. That's a problem. And it's something that you should ponder the realities of it. Maybe you should keep it the way it is if he cannot support you. Because money, eating is important. Having a roof over your head is important. Having the lights turned on is important. Okay, there you go. There's your answer. I mean, it's important to know that the man can take care of you. And for you have doubts about that, that makes this almost fiction, this relationship, this feeling. But you can indulge in the feeling as much as you want. It's like almost like cosplaying. Yeah, but having the money to like have nice things, having a house, a house, having things is important. That's what makes relationships. Well, then this whole thing is like you're just gonna have to do some balancing. However, you can enjoy the feelings of what you have at this point. You see, as long as you keep your head glued on, you keep your needs, what you need. You do need a provider. You need a man who is financially capable of giving you what you want. That's important. There's nothing charming or sexual about two people being hungry together in a cold room. Well, then you just have to hunt on. If you're a twin flame, waste your time. And this one is, you just have to hunt on and decide what you want in your life. A poor ass man is a poor ass man. You know what I mean? There's nothing sexy about a man with 2 pennies. Uh, well, I see that you're going to have to make some decisions. Okay? You have to make some decisions, and you should come back once you've thought about more about, well, at least you realize that the financial situation is extremely important. And you're also realizing that you're going to have to cut some things out of your life. And that's the important thing. No money stinks. Forget about poor guys. Poor guys give you a lot of problems. Poor guys, drug guys, selfish guys, fat guys. Uh-uh. Lazy couch potatoes that don't make any money. Go. I'd rather have a herd of cats. I'd rather have dogs, monkeys, anything, lizards. Right? No, no money. Nah. Run. Just no money. Money's a turn on for me. It is. And of course I don't want a poor man. I don't. I mean, I would consider a man who was in a wheelchair even if he had lots of cash. Because I want to live well. I want to live well. I want to live well. I'm tired of I mean, if I'm going to scrimp pennies together, I'll do it on my own. Yes. Do I watch here at 7? No. Uh-huh. I see. Well, the most important thing is for you to find happiness and security. And we'll just keep abreast of that right now. At least you realize too, you gotta have money, you have to have passion, and you gotta have honesty, right? That's important. Now those you're not gonna get fooled again, right? Exactly. Uh-huh. That's a big one. Well, that's you need a provider. You need to have cash. You need to have money. You need to have money. Really. It's very important for a woman. Well, work is always good. It's a good way to meet people too. Just make sure that you get paid enough for your time and your energy and respect it. That's all. I'm looking for a job too. Always working, always scouting on ideas and getting things done. It's important because it keeps you in a good place. It keeps you busy. It keeps you busy. You must keep busy. And it's stimulating to other people around you. Uh-huh. Well, then he would get jealous. Well, you should go get a job first. You should get a job. And also too, you know, think about the bigger picture, like where your country's going, where the people are going, what's happening, things like that. That's good. That's good. That's good. Well, I have to get to another reading now. Okay. It's the second part of the email. I have someone waiting for me to get this done. Okay, Charlotte. I have to find out this person. She wants to know about her job. She wants to know if she's going to get a real job. There's a real job coming up. She's really desirous of a new job. Let's see now. Is she going to get a job? Thank you. Please do. I'm very curious. Very curious to see how we handle, your needs. It's important. How you handle things. Keep me up to date. Okay, now, how's this job? You're going to find a job. Will job be offered to you? Let's see. Will you get a real job? All right, let's see now. A real job. What card? Job card. Look at this card. All right. Wait a minute. And this one. Okay. Now, I got these 4 cards here. Let's see if you are going to land a real job soon. Or what is the situation with a real job? Okay. Here we have the Page of Wands. Bye-bye, love. Now we have this Page of Wands. Something's coming. Something's coming. An opening. But then again, we have the Uncertainty card. Something's coming, but how is it coming? And we have their preparations are being made. And I did shuffle and I did pick at random. And disappointing. Well, certain things are just not coming through for you right now. A real job. Well, let's see if we could find out what this 5 of Cups is all about. All right. Let's see what this 5 of Cups. Let's see. Let's get some kind of play on. Well, play. And we have this card. This wants to come with it. I'll let that go. Well, what do you have to do to get a good job? What do you have to do? Let's do it that way. Let's do it that way. What do you have to do to get a good job? What do you have to do to get a real job? Let's put it that way. All right. Now let's see. What do you have to do to get a really good job? What do you have to do to get a really good job? We have these 3 cards. Next, we have 4 cards. All right. Now, the first thing we have to do is to think of yourself. To think of yourself, what your needs are, with emphasis on what you have to offer. The Page of Cups. That's the first thing you have to do. Think of yourself with what you have to offer, and that's the first thing you have to do. And the second thing is you got to show you have to show what you can do. You have to have a platform to show what you could do. Mm. And you have to endure. You have to endure. You have to endure the time that it takes to find a good job. So basically, it's the timing, it's the timing, it's the timing, which the timing card. Timing, the timing, the timing. Now, what kind of times are we looking at? Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. And here we'll see this. Yeah, 2 queens. The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Looks like you're 2 women, 2 females, 2 feminine receiving money and receiving emotions and needs. It looks like that you are being held up by 2 women, 2 female, 2 money and emotions, or the weight. But since you have 2 powerful feelings, receiving feelings, a decision will be made soon. Show your skill set. Think about what's good for you. Make the initiative. Okay, I'm going to take a break now. And if anybody has any questions, you can leave a message and I'll get back to you. Okay? Mystic Moons is going to say adieu until another time that we have things. So if you have any readings you'd like to be done, email me. The directions are in the description box. And ask your question, and we could take it from there. And I'll be happy to assist all with love, jobs, careers, especially in times like this. We have many questions, and it's good to talk about which direction you want to take. And it's good to consult the spirit to see where the energy is taking you, and to see you to bear your desire, your desire. And if you like, make comments, of course, and do subscribe. Thank you very much.